Hello, and welcome back to Enterprise Coworking Community Spotlight. This month, we are talking to Amanda HarNess, the founder and CEO of Kinetic Spark. Amanda, thank you so much for sitting down with us virtually and taking the time to talk about your company.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be part of it this month.
Of course. Well, let's get right into it. So the first question we have for you is just kind of tell us a little bit about Kinetic Spark and what you do.
Sure. So Kinetic Spark is a business consulting firm. I call myself a business optimizer. And really what I do is I work with small and mid-sized businesses that need a focus on improving the strategy of their operations. So I like to look at how they're running their business from the day to day and who they have in their business, their team, whether it's employees or just outsourced professionals, so that we can make sure that they're operating with confidence and that they can grow successfully. And just making sure that the owner knows what's going on, that they enjoy still being an owner, and that their business can thrive rather than just kind of surviving.
Love that. It's good to thrive for sure. So how long have you been in business?
Well, I have 8 years of experience in strategic operations, but my business has been around for 1 year. It just had its birthday in August.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. It was fun.
So what makes your company different than other companies in your field?
Sure. So the reason why I changed the idea of just being a consultant and started speaking more about a strategist or an optimizer is really because I don't just come in and consult. I enact in your business as well. So nothing I do is templated. Everything I do is collaborative with the business owner and the team of the business. So not only do I go in and help the business owner figure out how to get where they want to go, that's the strategy side, but I also actually help them do the implementation and execution so that we make sure that we are successful in the end. One of the biggest complaints, besides I know what I want, but I don't know how to do it, is I don't have time either. And so I give people mine. And so that's how I'm a little bit different than some other consultants who might just come in and be a good accountability partner. I actually take account for some things. And again, I also make things really collaborative so that it's particular to that person's business, not just some business.
Right. Very cool. Very cool. So why did you choose Enterprise Coworking?
Oh, well, so I moved to Enterprise with a couple of girlfriends who are also female entrepreneurs, boss ladies. And we were in a co-working space that was also in the same area. We're in the Greenwood Village area. And we all own our separate businesses. We're all really close friends, but we also enact as colleagues. And we wanted to make sure that we stayed in the same space because we get so much, not only from just being friends and enjoying each other every day, but because we all are different businesses, we all get to mastermind and learn from each other and grow. And it's such a benefit to really get to have that with them every day. And so when we were moving from a smaller space, we wanted more space, which Enterprise had. And it gave us the option of staying together and even in the same hallway. So it really just provided us a space where we got more room and we were able to stay close by. And we honestly have a lot more light than we used to, which is, it seems small, but it's really big. We were sort of in like a lower level of this building, and Enterprise, the main level upstairs, there's just so much light coming in and the glass walls make such a difference. So it just felt really good to be here.
Awesome. Yeah, we're very lucky to have you ladies here. You really love it.
And you, Lauren. I mean, you're such a treat every day. You're so smiley all the time. So we're happy to see you too, of course.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So last question, is there anything else that you would like our viewers to know about you, know about your company, anything like that?
Well, really my reason for wanting to do this is specifically working with small and mid-sized businesses. They're the size of business that doesn't have or need a full-time COO or operations manager. And that's how I enacted a business, is as a fractional COO. And so I saw a need for that size of business to get attention for their operations, but they're not big enough to have a dedicated employee just to be their COO. But then when you're really, really small, you know, the owner and the team, they kind of wear all kinds of hats. And that's probably appropriate when you're brand new. But this particular size of business I work with was just in need of someone coming in to give expert opinions and help them work through this, this phase and this milestone that they're in so they can move to the next step. And so I really wanted to serve this size that was sort of getting missed. But I also really have a passion for making sure that businesses do deliver on their promises. I want to make sure that what they say they're going to do, they do for their customers, but also for the employees. You know, I've worked in a business where I've felt undervalued and things like that, and or just not been happy. And you know, work doesn't have to suck. I say that all the time, right? We can do serious work without being too serious, things like that. So I want to also make sure that the owner finds their spark again, the employees like to be there, and that the customers get what they're told they will. So I like sitting in a position where I can influence these businesses that makes not only the people inside the business, but also the people receiving the service happy.
Awesome. Amazing. Well, Amanda, thank you so much for sitting down with us, telling us about Kinetic Spark. We're so happy to have you in our space. So if you would like more information on Kinetic Spark, you can visit their website at kinetic-spark.com. You can also connect with Amanda on LinkedIn. We will have a link below this video, but it's just under her name, Amanda HarNess. So thank you so much, Amanda.
Thank you, Lauren. I'll see you later.